I just had a really bad morning, or I would say like a really shameful morning. This is the kind of day that I would never want to share, and that's why I'm sharing it. So, what happens when I get into a bad cycle of like a self-destructive cycle? Basically, I wake up too late, and because I wake up too late, I can't shower on time, and so I feel already kind of gross, already having to like start work without having had that shower and whatever other habit that I was gonna do, such as study for this or that. It's not happening, and so I already feel like kind of out of my normal action, and then it's like then my sort of like worst pleasure-seeking things start to uh, try to seduce me, basically. And this is one of them. This is a can of Red Bull. It tastes delicious in a chemical way. And sometimes I even do this. And the bad thing about that is that each time I tell myself that I'm completely done and I really don't need it anymore, and or like I got like super good control over it and I'll never do it again or something, or I'll only do it once a month or something like that. And then somehow I end up doing it again. Um, and in the past, I've had some pretty strong ideas about what's behind that, and my ideas were that it's trauma related, and all addictive dependency sort of things, such as caffeine, nicotine, whatever hard drugs you might be on, like those addictions are fueled by unconscious, unprocessed trauma that you're literally not aware of. And I still think that that's true. However, I've done a lot of trauma processing and I'm not done with it yet. And it's a long process, right? It's a long process. So even if that's true, which I've read a lot about the subject, I've delved into books that almost no one else has read. And I'm convinced that that's true. Like if I would process all of my past, I probably wouldn't even be able to stand the smell of cigarettes or, the feeling of caffeine in my body anymore. Okay, great. But like now, I'm somewhere on the journey. I don't know if I'm halfway through or a quarter way through or not even 5% or almost there. Like there's really no telling, because the thing with like bad habits, and especially substances, they tend to sort of come in waves, like relapses and stuff. Like they tend to sort of like come in waves and hit you at moments that you really don't expect it. So moments that are really like everything seems to be going well, at least for me, because everything kind of is going well. Like a couple of years ago, like these habits or bad actions, like self-destructive actions, they would have made much more sense. Because I was feeling super socially anxious. I was struggling to meet women, and sometimes I would see someone that I wanted to talk to, and I couldn't make myself do it, and then I would beat myself up over it for the whole day, and I would feel super self-conscious about myself just being in generally like in public. Like in public, I would walk into a cafe and I would feel like everyone's staring at me and judging me, and like I would change my posture and I would like change the way I walk and change the way I speak, and in general just always have that shame carrying around, and I don't have really that so much anymore. I actually talked about this on a forum yesterday with someone. Like, yeah, anyways, like like I've managed to get over that in a big way, and I'm very happy with that. Like I used to be super social anxious, awkward, and now it's just like I express whatever to whoever basically, and I really have to like watch myself that other people don't get embarrassed for me or like for being around me because I'm so like expressive. I can be loud, I can be say awkward things or something that I just like they're not awkward to me, so like I don't care, and if you want to be around me, then you know I'm just gonna say whatever's on my mind, kind of thing. Like that's who I've become, and um, the ways I got over that is like one, through practice, through realizing if I would really be myself in this moment, then I would do this or say this and just kind of make myself do it, and also doing like trauma work. So there's definitely experiences, for example, being bullied in the past that have really inhibited me or made me very inhibited about like being able to be myself and express myself honestly. Like, so I've done like a lot of deep work around that, and now that's a lot better. So I don't have the social anxiety anymore, at least barely. Like it rarely is a topic. So I'm very happy about that. Also, I don't struggle with women anymore. Like, I don't struggle to get them attracted to me. In fact, I have a girlfriend right now and I'm very happy in a relationship, so it's not even that much of a topic. And a couple of years ago, I had no idea what my life purpose was. I had no idea like what is the meaningful thing that my life is going to be about that is more meaningful than just doing a job, right? I had no idea, and now I do. And I have like zero doubt about that, and I'm very happy about that. Like, I've tried all these things, and now it seems to be consistent that I really like to do what I'm doing now next to my job, which is I'm just leading a small group of people, hosting meetings, and they help each other, they support each other in their personal development journey. And I'm facilitating that. I'm giving them certain exercises that are really powerful for self-transformation, and that's the fucking most meaningful thing I could like ever have thought of. Like, so I'm super stoked. I'm super happy with that. So what I'm doing with my life, I'm happy about. My relationship, I'm happy about. Like, in general, like my friends, like it's good. Like, have good connections. I have really deep friendships, even like a couple more than I really have time for. Like, that's all going super well. I have a lot of good things scheduled for the next year. I'm going to the Netherlands to visit some friends again. I'm doing and besides just visiting friends, I'm also inviting friends to join like a mescaline, like a San Pedro cactus ceremony that is going to happen. Like, someone I know is organizing that. I invited a bunch of friends to it. My girlfriend is coming, and then like there was one more person that, or like a couple more people that could be invited, and I was like, okay, let's invite some people. And my girlfriend said, "How about your mom?" And I'm like, "What?" Yeah, okay, let's invite my mom. And I'm never thinking that she's actually gonna come, but she said yes. And so in May, I'm going to be doing a San Pedro mescaline trip with a bunch of friends and my mom, which is insane. It's like, oh my god, like it's great. It's great. Like, I'm so proud of her in a way that she's like become so open-minded and like tried out so many different things over the years, and she's got a lot better. Like, she's got better discipline than me. She's doing her yoga every day. She's doing her like, sorry about the car. She's doing her like cold showers every. No. She's like swimming in a cold river every day. Like, my mom has better discipline than me. What the hell? Yeah. So what's going on? I don't know. If I introspect, I think it's actually like I have this fear of just being like the best version of myself. Like, as cliche as that sounds, like I can do that for a couple days and then I want to do something to mess it up. And people can probably relate to that. Some people call it ego backlash, or like, you know, the dark force holding you back or something like that. It's like, yeah, like when everything's perfect, I start looking for ways to mess it up. And I think I posted something about that on Reddit once, and people were like really mean because Reddit sucks. Like Reddit is vicious. I don't care what you say. It's not a nice place to be. But someone says like, if you have these impulses, you're deeply self-destructive. And I'm like, oh my God, that really hurt me. Like I was bothered by that because the person was right. I mean, apparently I have something inside me that is deeply self-destructive, even though I can compensate for that by doing a lot of good things and creating a good life for myself. Like it's still there, and I have trouble admitting that, which is why I'm making this video, which I'm not sure I'm gonna actually publish, but probably I will. But I think I will just also like add like a positive spin on it, where like I get rid of this habit again and I get some accountability going, because you know this is not like a way to live every day, and I realize that, you know. Probably people with ADHD can also relate to like the like having like your life on track and having like a good system and like a bunch of habits that are helping you, and then one morning something kind of goes wrong, maybe in a big way, maybe in a small way, and you just kind of forget. You just kind of don't remember really what you were doing anymore. And that's kind of what's happened to me just now. Like everything was going great. I was studying hard for my driver's license. I got my group going, which is still going really well, and I was building like good habits of like going to the gym regularly, and then I did ayahuasca, and after ayahuasca I got like weirdly confused. Like things started going like really well, but also I thought that I didn't need my discipline anymore, and I thought everything was just gonna flow magically together and I could just let myself go and smoke whenever I want to, and that was like a big mistake. Like, but like a disruptive thing, maybe small, maybe big, maybe it could just be like, you know, not setting an alarm and waking up too late and feeling ashamed about that, and then like I get like sort of brain foggy and I just don't remember what I usually do in the morning, and then it all goes to shit. Like people call that the 3-month reset of like doing something really well for 3 months, and then at one point you just kind of forget everything, and it's just really fucking frustrating. Yeah, and then you feel like you're back at square one and you're never gonna make it. I feel like I'm never gonna make it. What does make it even mean? Like maintain this. Probably like just be someone who works out regularly and doesn't have unhealthy habits, or like really unhealthy habits. I think that's what I mean. That's what I'm afraid that I won't be able to maintain like ever. And also my fear is that if I show this on YouTube or something, that people won't ever want to watch my content again because I'm such a fraud, because they can't learn anything from me, or they can't take inspiration from me because I still make these mistakes, right? And fair enough, because like in the self-improvement, self-help, whatever kind of space, there's just a lot of people who have their discipline really good in order, and like I feel jealous of that. And if you want to be inspired by such a person, you know, there's enough of that already, and I would like to be like that, but I'm not like that, and discipline is not my specialty. I won't be teaching a lot about that, because that's like one of the things that I just don't have handled at the moment. And like, yeah, I feel afraid of like negative feedback and just people like losing faith in me and things like that, because, you know, coaching clients might see this. So yeah, what am I even doing? Like, shouldn't I pretend to be like this perfect person all the time? I mean, you know, no, because it's not authentic. Yeah, so 3-month reset. You got your habits and your discipline all in order, and then something small or big happens and you forget all of it again. Happens to me too, guys.